Yes, guys, welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be previewing Manchester City versus Fulham. Now, this game takes place on Wednesday at 7:30 at the Etihad. City coming off the back of a huge win at Anfield. Can we build on that? Can we put another big performance in that can push us on to win the Premier League title? We'll see. We're going to go through who I think should be starting in the team, who I think will and should be starting in the team, what we kind of want to see from this game, and also what this means for the title race, putting pressure on Arsenal. So, starting off in goal, there's no debate really. It's going to be the big man, Donnarumma, who I keep thinking about that save he pulled off yesterday to keep the score at 2-1 when the chips were down. It was looking rough, big deflection. But honestly, Donnarumma is without doubt the best keeper I've ever seen in a Manchester City shirt in my whole 15 odd years of supporting this club. No one has come close to that level at all. Ederson, brilliant keeper, amazing with his feet and his build up play out the back. But as a shot stopper and a big moments keeper, no one comes close to Donnarumma at all. So he starts in that for me, which is pretty obvious. Moving on to the defence, we are reluctantly going to be playing Mateus Nunes, who has been receiving some good praise, I think, from other people online. But to be honest, I just don't see it at all. I think he makes 2 to 3 big mistakes every game. We know he's playing out of position, but the standards at City are high. He's coming into a position where we've previously had Kyle Walker, who's, in my opinion, the best right back the Premier League has ever seen. So big boots to fill, but honestly, he's not up there for me at all. But he will be starting due to our lack of other options this game. Left back, I want to see Rayan Aït-Nouri start. He's had a brilliant game against Liverpool, I thought, especially in that second half, just carrying the ball down that left. Honestly, shades of João Cancelo, who was probably the best left back that we've ever had. He just offers that attacking threat, which we do kind of need from a left back. Can be a bit suspect historically at times defensively, but I think he's probably the best pick for what we've got now. Obviously, Nico O'Reilly has had a brilliant season, but I think Aït-Nouri just gives you that extra attacking edge where I think in a game like Fulham at home, you want to see us dominating the ball. You want to see the fullbacks getting involved either side, creating chances, whipping balls in, and that's what I think Aït-Nouri can do. Now, the two centre backs which I want to start, which I think will start, is going to be the returning Ruben Dias from injury, alongside the new signing Mark Gehi, who honestly, I think if you look at those two on paper, it's pretty silly to think that they're not going to create a brilliant partnership going forward. You've got two top Premier League world class level centre backs there. And I think when you put good players together, they're going to play well together, aren't they? So that's a bit of a no brainer for me. You really hope those two together can just strike up a strong defensive partnership along with the two fullbacks, whoever that may be, for the rest of the season. That's the main thing the City need to improve on, is defensively and off the ball. We're just conceding way too many goals to go on and win the big trophies. So that needs to change in this last 4 months, whatever it is left of the season, if there's any hope of a Premier League, a Cup, even a Champions League. Now, moving on to the midfield, this is a bit more tricky. And if I'm honest, I think you've got to go for the two Spaniards in midfield, Rodri, Nico Gonzalez, and then you've got to have Rayan Cherki, the playmaker, in the 10. There's an argument to be said that Rayan Cherki has been our player of the season this year, in a season where Haaland scored countless amount of goals before his recent dry patch. I actually would put Rayan Cherki forward as the player of the season. I think he's our best playmaker. He's our best difference maker. He can unlock defenses. He can find those not quite Kevin De Bruyne esque passes, but he can unlock defenses in that way as well with his technical ability, dribbling, even finishing, shooting at times, both footed, everything. I think especially against Fulham, where they're probably going to sit back a little bit, maybe even play with a back three or five. You're going to need someone who's in those gaps, just unlocking things. So I think Rayan Cherki should start. And now coming onto the front line, on paper, this must look like one of the best front threes around. Honestly, Marmoush, Semenyo, and Haaland up top. Those three have the potential to be absolutely devastating. You've got two of the three top goal scorers in the league up there in Semenyo and Haaland. With Marmoush, who's been suffering with injury this season, he's gone to AFCON, but was probably our best player last season after only coming in January. So this guy's almost been like a bit of a new signing in these past few games where he's been back. He obviously had a good game against Newcastle in the Cup. And I thought he did okay against Liverpool. He was a bit quiet, but in a game like this, I feel like you need those numbers in and around the box, and he's a likely candidate to be scoring in this game, I think. And obviously, Semenyo, kind of the same sharp shooter from either side, but he's probably going to be starting from the right and coming in. Yeah, I expect a lot of chances for Marmoush and Semenyo in this game. I think Haaland is going to probably be a bit more isolated up there, especially if they're playing back three or five, three centre backs. But you want to see from Haaland in this game, you want to see him occupying defenders, you want to see him being a nuisance, you want to see him linking up a bit more and ultimately scoring goals, whatever way that may be. But there's plenty of players on that pitch that can score goals. You also want to see big impacts from the likes of Reinders, the likes of Foden coming off the bench in this game. Both, I think, which have a point to prove and don't quite deserve to be starting in the 11 at this moment in time. But yeah, I think they can be real impacts off the bench. And if we're going to go far in all competitions and claw this league back from anywhere, we're going to need contributions from all over the pitch. And yeah, one person I haven't spoken about who had a really good game was Bernardo Silva. I just personally don't think this is the type of game you play Bernardo Silva in. I think historically Pep has sort of reserved Bernardo for the bigger games in the season where you need that little bit more energy in the midfield, that little bit more control. And I think in this game, you want to see the shackles let off a bit. You want to see the link up top with Cherki's, Marmoush's, and Haaland if he can sort his feet out a bit more. Rodri and Nico being that base, fullbacks going. You want to really see some fast-paced attacking play in this game. Yeah, and that is the thing. You want to just see a dominant performance from City. That's the point in the season we're at. It's not the type of point of the season where you want to see your team grinding out results yet. We want to be full flourishing motion if we want to go far, primarily in the title race. Because in the past few weeks, we've dropped points. We've dropped points against Tottenham, lost to Man United, drew against Chelsea, Brighton, before that Sunderland. If we're going to go on and win the league, those types of results aren't acceptable at all. So that's going to be it for today. Like, comment, and subscribe.